horizon. Uh, there is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one.
That wasn't too bad. Again, the prosody is a little off. She's faster with her first two words. There is, or we would say, there is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold. Her T's are a little more pronounced than we would. A boiling pot of gold, a boiling pot of gold, a boiling pot of gold. So very slight difference on the T's.
People look, but no one.
The word look. Another unique vowel in American English is what we call the horseshoe U. Look, book, took, shook. And she's pronouncing it more of an oo, long U, Luke. It should be look,
Ever finds it.
Ever, more breathy, and her R's again kind of trilled, rolled, I guess you might say, rolled a little bit, trilled a little bit, instead of going back. Ever finds it.
I lived in Ukraine all my life, and last 18 months I live in.
So when she says the last 18 months, I think it sounds more like lost 18 months. So there's another vowel difference there. A and ah may sound the same or very close to a foreign speaker, but in English, they're very different and they can make very different words.
America. My brother.
So brother, I gotta say it like I would normally say it. Brother has two R's. We have an R blend with a B, bruh, and then vocalic R on the end, So when she says it, she kind of rolls both of them and pronounces them with their tongue more to the front. Brother. Let me see if I can do that again. How does it go?
My brother.
And a little more breathy, a little on the brother. Brother.
Left Ukraine.
She says left Ukraine. She fixes her left. I think she started to say it a little differently, and then she fixes it to sound more like left.
Left Ukraine about 10 years ago.
The S on the end of years. So in English, plurals are often formed, regular plurals are often formed by adding an S to the end of the word. However, sometimes the S will sound like S and sometimes the S will sound like Z, and it often has to do with the sound that precedes it. If there is an unvoiced sound preceding the S will generally sound like S, because S is unvoiced also. If there is a voiced sound preceding it, the S will often sound like Z, because Z is voiced and it takes on the characteristics of the sound preceding it. That's not a hard and fast rule. It's not true all the time, but that is often how it is. So years, there's a vocalic R in front of the last sound, and that is voiced. And so years also takes on the Z sound instead of S. And foreign speakers will often just pronounce that final S as an S all the time, because they're not used to hearing it pronounced a certain way. So years would be with a Z at the end, not an S. So years instead of years.
He was a refugee. Yes. Because
we would say that with a short U. Hers sounds more like a biko, and her S at the end sounds more like an S instead of a Z, because we would pronounce because with a Z sound, even though it's spelled with an S.
When he lived in Ukraine, he worked.
Okay, her pronunciation of worked, we would say even though it's spelled with an O-R, we say worked. She's pronouncing it more as it's spelled with an O-R, worked. And so it's a very different vowel pronunciation.
At factory, and he
So it would be at a factory instead of just at factory.
Studied at university.
Studied at the university is what we would say, or at a university, instead of just at university. So there we add an article as well.
But in universities, government.
She's obviously trying to find the words.
I forgot that word.
It's got to be hard.
Kick him from university because he was Christian.
Oh, kick him. Mm-hmm. I think she's trying to say kick him. I think she's trying to say kicked him out from the university. Yeah, down here I'm looking. All right, so kicked him from the university. Our expression would be kicked him out. Kicked him out. Bye, see ya. Kicked him out. Okay, so I'm going to pause right there and do some more with this in another segment. I hope this helps you.